Today, I wanted to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and even though the game's been released for about 2 or 3 weeks, you know what they say, it's better late than never. So now that I'm a couple hours into the game, I want to share my thoughts, so let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. Now, I want to talk about my favorite part about the game, which definitely has to be the gameplay. It feels snappy, the sound design really helps make the sword clashes feel really impactful. Combos are also really flashy and fast, and very enjoyable. It also depends on who you're playing as, like Naoe or Yasuke. Naoe's combats are a lot more flashy and pretty fast paced, that's really enjoyable. But personally, when I'm playing the game, I do like to go with the stealth approach since it is Assassin's Creed. I also want to mention the setting that you can do in the game that's, the guaranteed assassination setting. I'm just going to show it in the video because honestly, I think it just makes the game a lot more enjoyable instead of just having to grind a lot and just try to get more XP and get different skills so that you can actually assassinate stronger enemies. With the setting, the guaranteed assassination setting, you can assassinate anybody in the game no matter what level they are. So it definitely did help me, make me enjoy the game a lot more instead of just grinding. Because that was something that I didn't really like about the RPG Assassin's Creed games. They were just way too grindy, and not being able to one-shot enemies when assassinating them definitely did not really make the game enjoyable for me. But with this one, it's really nice. I also think when it comes to gameplay and combat, now is a lot more versatile. Right now, where I am in the game, playing as Yasuke can be pretty boring. I do play as him every now and then because I always wanted to play a samurai in a video game, but now it's just a lot more fun to play with just how fast she is. Plus, I do like to go with the stealth approach, but when I do have to get into combat, it's just a lot more fun to play as Naoe. But that's pretty much it for the gameplay. I want to talk about these shrines because a lot of people were talking about that. You were able to break them and stuff like that. A lot of people were mad. But recently I did check and it turns out Ubisoft did fix that. You're not able to break them anymore. You can just, be respectful, which I think is really nice. But, moving on, I do want to talk about the physics because that is a really impressive part about the game. I definitely do have to give props to Ubisoft because the physics in this game are actually insane. Almost every single object that I found, it's breakable, especially when you're playing as Yasuke. A lot of the stuff are breakable throughout the game. The physics are also really, impressive. Also, with the foliage, you're able to cut down some plants, some trees, and stuff like that, which I just think is insane. Like, I've never seen this much, crazy physics in a video game before. So, yeah, definitely do have to give props to Ubisoft for their physics, because it is honestly just really impressive just how many things are breakable throughout the game. I think the part that really blew my mind when I was just playing around with the physics and cutting down the bamboos, I was able to cut them down multiple times and shorten them as I go until I wasn't able to reach them with my katana anymore. That was definitely really impressive. I never expected this, especially from Ubisoft. And it's not just the cuttable objects, it's not just the bamboos that you can cut down. You can cut down bowls, lots of other stuff as well, doors, there's so much more. But it's not just the breakable objects. The water physics are also really well done as well, pretty good. You've also got some snow physics there as well, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But I definitely do think when I make a follow-up video when I am in that season, because the seasons do change in this game, which I really do like. I will show that, but so far right now, the physics are really good and really impressive. But let's move on to talking about the story. Currently really invested in it. I really do like Naoe as a character. Yasuke is also pretty interesting, though I haven't played his storyline yet. The game has different quest sections tackling different parts of the story. For example, you've got the Naoe and Yasuke quest line, as well as the Onryo quest, which ties in with the Legion quest. I would say those are the main quests in the game right now, but you've got a lot of others that you can do that I played and I really did enjoy. But moving on, there are a few problems with the game. I did encounter a couple of bugs, but that was expected. One of them was me not being able to switch and equip different weapons, so that was pretty frustrating. Another problem, which I guess is more of a nitpick, is that the facial expressions in the game can sort of come off a bit unnatural. In some scenes, characters' faces can look plain or just extremely exaggerated in some other cases, but for the most part, I think the cutscenes are really well done and are a step up from Mirage. Like, I can just remember the cutscenes in Mirage were almost non-existent, but with Shadows, it is really, really good. But you know, another problem that I do have with the game is that there is a lot of foliage, like almost too much. Like when you're exploring and just going out into the open world, you can barely see where you're going because of the amount of like plants and trees and stuff that's in the way. So that can also be really annoying. Like, I don't know why there's so much foliage in this game, but luckily you can cut them down with the physics, so that's pretty nice. But honestly, who wants to keep cutting down trees every time they're trying to go through a different path? But you know, anyways, I do think the open world is really beautiful. Like I mentioned in a couple of other videos, Ubisoft absolutely nails when it comes to looks with their games. This definitely has to be the best looking Assassin's Creed game I've ever played. It just looks absolutely amazing and it's just really beautiful. And I do love the setting. Like, it is just really wonderful just how well and beautiful the game looks. You've also got some open world activities, which I haven't played much of yet. I have done a bunch of different like castle stuff where I go into castles, get a bunch of loot, take down the different samurais, so that can be pretty nice. I have played like a couple of side quests. So far, they don't seem really repetitive like they were in the other Assassin's Creed games. So far, they seem pretty good, you know, really like them, especially the castles that you can go into and raid them and get some loot, some cool equipment for your characters. I really do enjoy doing that. In fact, before filming this video when I was playing Assassin's Creed, that's exactly what I was doing. But finally, I do want to talk about the parkour in the game. Now, honestly, the parkour isn't really that good, especially considering that the game just wasn't built around parkour, unfortunately, and that was expected considering the setting and just what Assassin's Creed is today. Honestly, the last Assassin's Creed game I had played was Assassin's Creed 3, which was built around parkour, so it was definitely something I had to get used to. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the parkour is terrible. It's definitely really good. It's just that there's not a lot of opportunities for you to really go all out with it. I do really like the flips, and then you've got the grapple hook as well, which I'm not sure if I would count that as parkour, but I'm just gonna leave that in there. It's just really nice, but unfortunately, you don't get a lot of opportunities to go around with it compared to with Assassin's Creed 3, where the entire game, honestly, with most of the locations, you could honestly just travel the world with parkour. Like, you had a horse in the game, but you didn't really have to use it that much unless you're in a specific area. But with Assassin's Creed Shadows, you're not really going to be using parkour that much, and it's honestly just a shame. Hopefully the next Assassin's Creed we get is going to be a lot more classic like Mirage, and we can just go all out with the parkour, because I really do like the flips and stuff with Now. They're pretty good and they're really enjoyable, so I just wish we would have more of that later. But for now, with what we have, I really do like it. I think it's pretty decent, but can't really use it that much, so yeah. I'm honestly having a lot of fun with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I have a lot of fun with it. I think I've enjoyed it a lot more than I did with Assassin's Creed 3, even though the gameplay was pretty, okay, I would say, with that game. The gameplay and exploration in this game is just really enjoyable, and I really do like it. It's a lot of fun. Something I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about is the fact that you don't have to spend $70, or in my country, I think the game is about 1.4 thousand rands, which is a lot. Honestly, you can just play the game on the Ubisoft subscription, which I think is like 200 and something. So it's a way better deal to just get the Ubisoft subscription other than pay all that money and end up not liking it. Because so far where I am right now, I really do enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's like a masterpiece or anything. It's just really good. So maybe if you're skeptical about the game like I was before I tried it, you can just get the Ubi subscription. And if you do end up not liking the game within the first like 10 days, you could always play something else. Like on the Ubi subscription, I think you've got Watch Dogs 1 to 3. You've also got some of the Far Cry games. You got Ghost Recon. a lot of other Ubisoft titles there, even the older games. If you don't own them, you can play those as well. So I just don't see why, because later on, maybe next year or the year after that, the game will eventually be on sale. And currently right now, I do think I definitely do want to buy the game when it's on sale. But Assassin's Creed Mirage was released in like 2023. Just a few weeks ago, the game was on sale for like 300 grand, so I don't really see the point of buying the game right now. When I can just play using the Ubisoft subscription. Depending on how long it takes me to finish the game, I've heard it takes a lot. Like, the game is really long, so maybe like 2 or 3 months, and then I would have ended up, spending about 600 grand on the game. So yeah, definitely try it out on the Ubi subscription if you're not sure if you're gonna like it or not. Do let me know if you guys have played the game. Do you enjoy it? Do you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. But so far right now, I really do like the game, and I think it's really nice. I might, keyword on might, make some follow-up videos to Assassin's Creed when I play the game more, and make a follow-up video when I actually do finish it. Because I do think I'm going to finish this game. I'm really liking it so far. I'm not really playing, as Yasuke that much, mostly as Naoe, but I really do like the game. It's very fun, very enjoyable. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe so we can get to 300 subscribers. But anyways, I'm Neo Myself, and I'll see you guys next time.